interrupt this program with breaking news. Sunday morning, 7th of December, the U.S. Navy and U.S. Army were taken completely by surprise by a Japanese sneak airstrike.
Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to today's stream. We're going to hop right into it as we will be continuing our campaign in Silent Hunter 4. Now, I will point something out. I forgot something very crucial, and we returned to base way too early from our last combat patrol. Because we're only a month in, I shouldn't have docked, I should have just resupplied. So we're starting War Patrol number 2. And in this, you only get 4 of them. So we're going to have to stay out a lot longer than I would normally do. But I purely forgot that. Sometimes the game will reward you with a 5th War Patrol. But just like the actual policy of the U.S. Navy at the time, successful captains would be sent back to start training and basically get a promotion to a desk job. But they would be responsible for training other crews and other captains on their techniques for submarine warfare. This is actually one of the reasons why the U.S. campaign, the submarine campaign in the Pacific, actually was successful versus, actually, let's see if this is before we got in. Where is... And that's beforehand, so we are, so we're stuck with how we, saved there, darn it. Yeah, we're stuck with that, so we basically wasted our first combat patrol. But that's fine. So it looks like we are going down to the south of the Philippines for our next combat patrol. But as I was saying before, when you're leaving... Not when you're leaving, but... The combat patrols was basically how the U.S. Navy succeeded where the Germans failed. We produced a lot more submarines than what the Germans did. And one really big thing is we changed out the crews. So the really experienced captains would end up going back and training other crew members.
Bearing 8-8. Short range.
Anyways, let's see what we got here.
Ship spotted. Bearing 2-8-2. Short range.
So we got a Dutch harbor that we are based out of. And spoiler alert, we won't be based out of this base for very long. Now we're going to go ahead and leave. And head back up to our next assigned area. We actually have a very thin area before we get out into the open ocean. So as the Pacific War got more and more intense, the United States Navy would end up producing more and more ships, and the Japanese just couldn't really match the sheer amount of production that was going on. But the biggest and one of the large determiners of basically Japan losing the war is the US submarine campaign so thoroughly cleared out the merchant traffic around Japan by the very end of the war. They were running out of targets to actually sink. They were having to go up and basically take out little fishing rowboats with the machine guns on deck. It got that bad. Now, we should have some interesting potential traffic right through here. Borneo is going to fall completely very soon. We'll see if we find anything when we get up here. Well, even though we wasted our first combat patrol, at least we now have a full crew. We are leaving harbor now, and the S-142 is back on the hunt. Little Dutch destroyer up here. How deep is it even over here? Got a little village. A nice city over there. Bit of the city there. Let's check how deep it actually is. As soon as I find the button. There it is. Yeah, we're not even deep enough to dive yet. So hopefully we don't get any air attacks. We shouldn't. The Japanese shouldn't be out this far yet. Outside of like heavy bombers at best. Luckily, this base isn't the most important. Why are we...
Yes, sir. Back emergency.
I figured with how bad this was.
Yes, sir. Rudder, 0, 0. Degrees to port.
Actually, we're just gonna reload that and save the fuel. Still getting the same mission. Starting outside of the harbor. Little channel like that is a bit on the ridiculous side. Good, it started us at the mouth. Alrighty, we're just gonna head standard and let's get up to the southern part of the Philippines for our mission. I was hoping we would be actually more in the Java Sea, but it's unfortunate. Is there any Japanese port bases already down here? I figure we'll probably get the best contact if we go up this way. This is actually a major port, so we're gonna have a little look-see and see if there's anything happening over there. Hop back out and head up to our destination. We might be able to catch a ship there. Or two. Maybe there'll be a couple docked that we can blast with the deck gun. So let's take a look at our crew. For anybody who forgets, we picked ourselves up, finally, the rest of the crew. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, we weren't able to pick everybody up, so we now got everybody. I am going to actually switch around our deck gunner for basically the deck commander, who has the gunnery skill, so he can fire the deck gun a little more efficiently. And we'll put our former deck gun commander on the anti-aircraft gun. Now we don't have a surface radar, but we do have ourselves a air search radar. And if I would have waited for a little bit longer, like I was originally planning to and what we should have done, we might have been able to pick up a surface radar, or even had gotten ourselves a new boat. Don't have the radar system. Alrighty, let's... Oh yeah, we don't have a radar antenna, so why am I... So we're gonna do a...
Sweeping.
little search of the radar. Of the sonar, I mean. Just gotta listen and see if we hear anything. Luckily for us, our sonar is still pretty sensitive. There should be our own engines. We are in an area where we could run into Japanese submarines. Send out that again. Well, it is safe to assume we don't have anybody around us. At the moment. Still got 50 feet underneath of the boat. Not deep enough for periscope depth, but let's take a look at our sub. We haven't had any change outside of the rest of our crew. Like, we can dive, but we would be very, very close to the bottom. So I doubt we're going to run into anything right now, so we're just going to go ahead and use time compression, and let's get up here and see what happens. Now, before we get actually any farther, I need to check if I actually reloaded. Yes, okay, good. We reloaded our torpedoes, or I would have to have quickly reloaded that again. We're just going to continue on our course. Up here happens to be one of the main bases. Like, if we were actually in Manila itself, we would have been reassigned down here instead of over here. Okay. This area has fault, like the Japanese have built up air bases, is what this means right here. So there is a Japanese known air base right here. So as we come to check this area, we are going to be under constant fire. The Philippines outside of the peninsula here has completely fallen. So we shouldn't really run into any Allied traffic. Basically, once we leave this little area right here, we are going to most likely not run into any Allied ships. Okay, we are on maximum time compression. Well, the maximum that we're going to go, because if we go any higher than this, the game might explode.
Ship spotted one. Bearing 39. Long range.
It's going to continue, it's just because we're in shallow water. Now I'm hoping we'll run into something. I can't even see the harbor. Let's get a little closer. Let's just a little bit past midnight. Alrighty, let's
Shallow water, sir.
just take a look and see if we spot anything at all. I do not see anything. Japanese probably just don't have this area really well established yet. We know there's an air base, but it might be under construction. Alright, let's continue on to our patrol area. Too bad there wasn't anything really found here. Oh, there is a land unit shooting at us, probably. We're just gonna go ahead and, just in case, dive to periscoped up. Actually, we do not have enough depth to dive. Doesn't look like the Japanese have probably spotted us. Well, one of the other lookouts have a much better eyes than I do, because I do not see that shore emplacement at all. It's hard to make it out in the dock. Dark and spooky. I could use the better binoculars. Are we being shot at? No, we're not being shot at, okay. Hello. We're just gonna continue on to our oh, we're definitely not gonna be killing Yamato in this thing. We would just make it very angry. Oh, so we're just continuing on to our patrol area. As quick as our little S-boat will take us. Haven't burnt up much fuel at all. Yeah, that Japanese airfield isn't even operational yet, or we would have ran into aircraft. Uneventful. Thought we would at least run into something going through the Straits over here. And now we're getting closer to the southern portion of the Philippines. Slowly but surely. As quick as our little boat will take us, a little bucket of bolts and rust. Alrighty. We are now officially hunting for ships, so let's see what we got going on. I say we search around here. See if we get any traffic coming in and out of this area.
Yes, sir.
Gonna go ahead and remove these and make our way straight to it. Back to speeding it up. Alrighty, we're gonna have a little bit of a look around, see if we got anything going on.
New message received.
See how much of a major pain it would be up here. There's gotta be something in this bay. Well, we can see if there's any targets for our deck gun to take advantage of. Shell that base if there's anything nifty.
Yes, sir.
The ocean is still pretty calm right now. Bit overcast, but luckily our watch crew is actually pretty good. So we're just gonna speed up time and see if we spot anything. We shouldn't be really running into any aircraft in this area yet. There's a convoy spotted. We could hop over to Peleliu, worst case scenario. Peleliu. So fun thing about the island of Peleliu, Peleliu is like the first real bloodbath. Later on in the war, it's like one of the worst. Worst areas of the war. Okay, we're gonna get about here.
Yes, sir.
And just in case there's anything kind of patrolling around, we're gonna go ahead and drop down to periscope depth.
Yes, sir. Periscope down.
Dive. Alright, one plane's dive, 15 degrees. Plane's dive, 15 degrees, huh? All clear.
Let's get ourselves under the water. How you doing, Hypergig? Let's hop down to periscope depth and at least wait for some better lighting. Yeah, I know that feeling. I just finished up work a little bit ago. Decided I just wanted to stream.
You're at depth. 4-0.
I don't think we're gonna run into any destroyers around here, but I believe there's the odd chance that there's still something that could go on.
Yes, sir. Rig for solid running.
Oh. What time is Smur gonna stream today? Do you know, Hypergig? Oh yeah, I've got plenty of time to... Yeah, I'm Eastern Standard Time, so I got plenty of time before he hops on. Let's see. Certain buttons. 1,000 feet still here. Let's raise our periscope and let's have a little look around. See if we notice anything. Now I just noticed something that I didn't like, and let's hope this isn't an issue, but these lights should not be glowing orange. We're not losing pressure again, are we? 0% pressure again, and only... We just left base 2 not too long ago, and we're already losing pressure in the rear dive sections. That's not good at all. Crappy little S-boat. Alrighty, this is our night periscope. We don't have night optics yet, but it gives us a little better view. Alright, we're gonna skip time just a little bit. And we're gonna see if we can even hopefully find something. Just gotta wait. This is the part of the game that always kind of sucks. Just gotta wait. About 5 in the morning. So if there is anything, we should be able to see. I don't even see the port. Should be like directly in front of us. That's weird. The map clearly says that there's a port right there. Let's get a little close just in case it's just not spawning for some reason.
Yes, sir.
Keep ourselves.
Ahead 1/3.
Now let's see. Anything at all. Jeez, there's nothing even in this freaking harbor.
Yes,
Snuck all the way over here for nothing.
Yes, sir. Rig for sonnet running. Yes, sir.
Ah, that irks me.
Yes, sir. I'll stop.
Well, let's head back out here and see if we happen to find anything. Is our mission just engage and destroy enemy shipping? So we're going to search this area one more time, and if we don't find anything... There's a Japanese air base over here. I don't know if they've come down to New Guinea yet. Let's see. What else we got going on? $19. It just might not be established here yet. Payload the truck. 3, payload 2. We're going to patrol around this area just a little bit more. And if we don't run into anything after this, we're going to hop over to Peleliu.
Yes, sir.
There is 2 decent-sized harbors over here, and we should at least find something. Do we even have any Japanese bases really nearby that we could check out? While we're doing that, we're heading back to the surface.
Yes, sir.
Low ballast.
Low main ballast.
Surface the boat.
The Philippines are going to become better hunting grounds, just not yet. The Japanese have just overrun certain areas of it. We're only a month into the war. Up here would be the best area to actually go hunting in the Philippines, but that's not even in our little area. Anyways. Looks like we got a typhoon coming in. So for crew command, we are going to put our maintenance crew on. And they went ahead off. So the maintenance crew will automatically just fix anything that needs fixed, and as soon as it's done, they'll go off duty, unless you're in manned battle stations. Since the Japanese have not really established the air cover in this area yet, we could stay on the surface and just hunt around a little bit easier. This would be significantly easier if this submarine was equipped with a damn radar. But no, it's old. Only radar system we have is a air search radar, so at least we'll know if we're about to be bombed, because our surface radar is basically that effective. It'll tell us that we're about to die. Engine capacity is at 100%. You're just burning fuel down to 90%.
Aircraft spotted.
Aaron, 191.
Long range.
Yes, sir. Periscope down.
F1 Pete. What the heck is a Pete doing all the way out here? Luckily we were able to get out of the water, but that thing's definitely saw us and it's gonna throw something at us.
Depth 4, 0. Current depth
Oh.
6. 0. Current depth.
Full
8,
speed,
0.
crash dive, go, go.
Current depth 1, 0, 0. Current depth 1, 2, 0. Current depth 1, 4, 0.
Passing thermal layer.
That's good to know that the thermal layer is only about 150 feet down. Look at our beautiful bucket of bolts. Well, let's bring us back down to 2/3.
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
So this is basically the most efficient form for our batteries is down to 2/3, and ahead standard is the most fuel efficient for the sub in general. I have to say, for something that came out like right after World War I, it's still a nice looking sub. I do quite like the designs of US submarines. Except for the bathtub conning tower. I never did like the bathtub conning tower. But luckily ours is a half cut, meaning we actually have a place to mount an AA gun. Kind of a 50-50 if they give you one of those or not. Now, we haven't seen it in this game, but there are whales, and sometimes they get very uppity. They will get very close to you. They won't attack you or anything, but they will come and like check you out and you can hear them. They can get you killed, though, because they will get very chatty. Did that peat come all the way from Peleliu? I'm going to check out this whole area just for a little bit longer, see if we get... The peat might not have seen us. Alrighty, let's bring ourselves up to periscope depth.
Yes, sir. Periscope depth.
Let's have a listen with our sonar, see if we hear anything at long range. We will hear anything before the actual sonar operator will.
Passing thermal layer.
Those are our own engines. Send out one ping. Two pings. Three pings. Four pings? Is it just me, or does it sound like something sloshing slightly in that direction? One more. There might be something in that direction. Put it over there. It's actually roughly in the condition that, not condition, but the direction that that airplane came from. So let's flip about and check it out. Let's bring up the night scope and the observation scope. See if we notice anything. So the night scope or the observation scope, basically the big difference between it, because we can still launch torpedoes, get our torpedo bearings and all that. We could do this. I could turn this directly all the way around to almost to the very back section of the submarine. Very good for looking about. I don't see any aircraft. Not a lot of cloud cover. Let's see, the sound contact is coming off of our 60. Well, possible. Well, let's just speed it up and see if we happen to see anything. Now we're going to go ahead and pop up to the surface.
New deck, 1, 5.
And if we see another aircraft real quick, then there has to be something close by. Because a Pete is a seaplane.
Ship spotted. Bearing 8, 6, long range.
Ah, it's what I thought. There is a task force.
Periscope down. Ship spotted.
Dive. Start cool down the tank vents indicator. Alright, planes dive, 15 degrees. Planes dive, 15 degrees, All clear.
What direction is it moving?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's a proper destroyer, and we are in a very good
Current depth 4, 0.
intercept. So actually, I'm gonna bring us like this.
Yes, sir.
Gonna go ahead and Let's see what we got going on. We're gonna go ahead to battle stations.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.
And we're gonna continue 2/3. We won't be in silent running for now.
Ahead slow.
Let's bring up the observation scope and have a look. Let's see the forward position of the subs there. What direction are we going? So they should be roughly within our 70 and 80 degrees point. Which would put them... There they are. That's a destroyer for sure. Let's hop to the sonar.
Sonar contact.
Warship, closing. Bearing, 7-1. Long range.
So we're gonna speed up time and just see what's going on. Actually, they are moving the opposite direction of where I'm going. Let's turn around and drop us right here. Should be nice for a torpedo attack. Now those are proper destroyers, so they will pick us up on sonar if we're not careful. Let's get a little closer, time compress, and just... Okay, let's see what we got going here. There is a light cruiser. And a couple of destroyers doing some anti-submarine maneuvers. See where they are. Should be easy to spot. There they are. So those are the destroyers. Oh my god. That's a carrier. That is a carrier. Bring us up to...
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
God. Carriers here. So if we put our intercept right about here, should work.
Yes, sir.
All I want is carrier. Carrier escort. Destroyer. Light cruiser. Our destroyer friend. Hasn't spotted the scope yet. Let's bring up our... Let's lock this in. Bring it up.
Yes, sir.
Ahead 1/3.
What speed are they going? 6 knots. Drop us down to 150 feet.
Yes, sir. New deck. 1, 5, 1.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna get below this thermal layer, and then we're gonna try to book it and get to a nice position to torpedo that escort.
Yes, sir.
Ahead standard.
Try to go ahead flank. We're gonna make a lot of noise, but we're under a thermal. We're really gonna drop down just in case. Yeah, we're really burning through our battery, but this... We gotta hit this target. It is a juicy target. Now just the patience. Oh, we've completely, like, their destroyer escorts are up there. There's another one there. Okay, we are going to position ourselves about in this direction. This is going to put us underneath of the cruiser. And we're going to go silent now. Full-scale silent running.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3. Yes, sir. Break for silent running.
And we're going to speed up time once again. But we're going to go ahead and bring us up to 100 feet. Okay. As soon as we get up here, we should be in torpedo range, and we should be, if I did my math right in my head, we should be in a very good torpedo attack position. As soon as our fish go, we are going to turn and burn and get out of here real fast. Of course, an old S-boat like this, it doesn't do anything fast. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up tubes 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have several juicy targets, but the only one that matters at this moment is that escort carrier. It will save us a lot of trouble. Raise periscope, here we go. Okay. Look at that, my math was correct. Throw that right into the torpedo guidance. Okay, they know we're here. Fire tube 1, fire tube 2, fire tube 3, fire tube 4. Tubes away. Alrighty. Now we wait.
Current depth 1, 0, 0. Current depth 1, 2, 0.
We didn't even have any time to adjust the side courses.
4, 0.
Passing thermal layer.
I am going full on right rudder now.
Rudder 3, 8.
3, 8 degrees to starboard.
see what happened to that carrier. We should be seeing some booms in a moment. Luckily, that heavy cruiser can't do anything to us. That heavy cruiser will be the next target. When we come back, let's take a quick look at this torpedo. Oh, there's our tracks. Our fish look good. Our fish look good. Oh, she is turning. Let's see if these equivalent to a hip-fired torpedo hit. Oh, they look good. Oh, do they look good. Oh, come on, come on. One, two, three, four. All four of them look good. Nope. No. Damn it. All four fish. All four fish. We're going off of silent running. And we are throwing ourselves closer.
Yes, sir.
Quickly reload those torpedo tubes. I am not letting this carrier get away from us. Let's see. See how quick it'll take it to refill. We are actually... Oh, go torpedo crew, go. Reloading these fish real quick. As soon as tube 2 is reopened, we're gonna go right back into this. This is quick and crazy. And the destroyer escorts are pretty far off. Oh, come on. See what this carrier is gonna do.
Yes, sir.
Tube 2's ready. What is our fish maintenance? Looking like...
Tube 4 ready, sir.
Alright, let's try this again.
Yes, sir. Periscope dead. Yes, sir. Periscope dead.
I'm not
Passing thermal layer.
We need to move real quick on this. A periscope. Tubes 1, tubes 2, tubes 3, tubes 4. Where is the carrier? There it is again. She has slowed down to 4 knots. We are somehow not spotted again.
Firing tube 1.
Firing tube 2.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
I'm thinking. Do we have anything else around us that we could just blast real quick? Doesn't look like it. Come on. Come on. Come on. To be enough. She is speeding up. Come on, hit.
Torpedo impact.
Bingo! Torpedo impact.
Tube 1 ready, sir.
Really? That did nothing? Okay, we are firing.
Firing tube 1. Firing tube 3.
Everything.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
How quick can we get our last fish? This is such a worthwhile target. Three more. Come on. 3 more do it. Oh, they're trying to hit those torpedoes. Another guidance system. They should impact. There's the distress flares. She seems to be cooking off. Yes, she is cooking off. There we go. Carry her down. Carry her down.
Current depth.
Thank you, thank you. Now let's see if we can get away with this.
Yes, sir. New depth 165. Current depth
200 feet.
0 2 0 2. Tube 1 ready, sir. Yes, sir. 2
Passing thermal layer.
I'll stop.
Let's just break contact.
0. Current depth 180.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we got going. There she goes, under the water. This represents Japanese air power in the area. She took more fish than I thought, but we got her. The Mark 10 torpedo, it's more reliable than the Mark 14 at the moment, but it will do the job.
Yes, sir. Brake for silent running.
Current depth 0 0.
So the Mark 10 is a smaller torpedo, but all around we are going to have less duds, let's just put it that way. The Mark 14 is notorious. Now comes the fun part. We are going to see what we got coming at us. I don't know. I think everything should be alright. The Japanese are dropping some things around. I'm thinking they didn't even realize we were around. How many torpedoes do we have left? 2 and 3. We are under a thermal layer, so I'm going to take us off of silent running just to finish the reload.
Tube 3 ready, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, the sound that you just heard, the little ring, the little horns, those are the Japanese. They seem to be very angry. We're below a thermal layer, we're running on silent. 1 knot. We're just creeping away. Gonna see if they drop any depth charges on us. You know what? I wonder if I can actually get away with this. We are going to flip around. Let's see. Almost directly behind us. Engines. That's one of the cruisers. Basically going to whip us around and see if we can get a few pop shots off at the heavy cruiser. That's not good. It's not good at all. Let's see how much that was actually worth. 12,000 tons for that escort carrier. If we can get that heavy cruiser as well, oh my. We could just head back and get ourselves some more torpedoes. Come back hunting for a merchant vessel. We're at 200 feet. At least the pressure gauges are looking good. Why is that orange? Why? Why orange? So we're playing a bit of a game of cat and mouse. So what the Japanese are doing right now, they're sitting above and they're listening with their sonars. They sound like they're right above us. Now most of their destroyers are out. So we still have a quick opportunity to hop up and get a couple torpedoes in, and then we will have to go. Being that we'll be out of torpedoes, that escort carrier took a lot more. I think they just dropped some depth charges. we exactly in our turn? We barely started it. Yeah, they went around without even noticing. Okay, we're gonna see if that heavy cruiser's even still in the area.
Periscope down.
I don't know if these sonar contacts are to the destroyers.
Periscope down.
These are most likely the two destroyers that were out on the outer perimeter. And we just come back up. If these are just the destroyers, I will probably, as we start going back down, drop a noisemaker. That should keep them distracted for a little while.
Passing thermal layer.
Alrighty, here we go. So we burned through a good bit of our battery. But we're good on fuel. That's definitely a destroyer as fast as it's moving. Alrighty, getting close. Up periscope we go again. That's a destroyer. Destroyer. Oh my, that's not good at all. They shot a torpedo at me. Come on. What damage are we taking? Engine room flooding. Oh, that's not good. I'll stop. Oh, that was not good. We overstayed our welcome.
Yes, sir.
Red light.
Luckily, none of the repair crew has actually been hurt. How bad's the actual hull damage? 52. God darn. Repair team priority is that bulkhead. This isn't the best condition. Let's see if we got a big hole in the deck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Full silent running.
Silent running.
Gonna redo. Oh my.
Diesel engines ready.
Diesel engines have been repaired. How did they hit that? I was sure we were well beyond that torpedo. Luckily, the flooding's under control.
Hull damage, sir.
Why are we doing that?
Yes, sir. New depth. 151.
Well, I think this is it.
Surface the boat. Yes, sir. We have heavy flooding, sir. Yes, sir.
Lower main ballast.
Surface the boat. Yes, sir.
Lower main ballast.
Yes, sir. Surface the boat.
Passing thermal layer.
And we're dead. Oh, this is permadeath, so unfortunately this is the end of the series. Unfortunately, we bit off a little more than we could, than what we should have. We should have just snuck away there. So, here's a funny thing, by the way. The actual, S-42, the S-142, the one that we were actually playing, I looked it up, and it actually sunk in February of 1942. So, unfortunately, we didn't make it as long as the actual. We had the Silver Star. And we died. We will do this series again, and we will continue. But not for right now. Thanks for everybody coming and watching. It was a fun stream. It was a fun campaign. We'll do this again and hopefully not die horribly. We'll catch you all next time. See you later, alligators.